Okay, Sunday, December 2nd. It's about 0 degrees Celsius, 1 p.m. I'm just checking out a new conservation area, about 20 minutes from my house. It's also part of the Bruce Trail. And there have been some sightings here in the past, but we're going back to the 1970s, 1980s. So population's grown a lot since then, so I don't think I don't know if there's been any since the 1980s. But again, it's part of the Bruce Trail, so we can access this corridor, travel it up to 1,000 kilometers from Niagara Falls to Tobermory, Ontario. So we're just going for a little hike and looking for signs. There are a few cars here, so there's some people here. I'll put the camera down if I see anybody, just out of respect. Niagara Geopark site. Here comes some people. How you doing? Good. Hey, buddy. Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Oh, cool. You know, they had a lookout tower here. That's pretty cool. I wonder how much you can see up there. Hawkwatch viewing tower. Oh, it's starting to snow. Crap. I can't see much beyond the trees. All right, let's go check out the trail. There's a trail there, the Bruce Trail. Any white marker is a Bruce Trail. Oh, there's the falls right there. Lower and upper. Well, immediately noticing a bunch of trees or sticks jammed in this tree here, right at the start of the trail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 10 of them, all placed here. Just little short ones, little 3-4 foot sticks, and then you got this one here going through this tree over to that tree and the fork of it. It's interesting. Oh, Carolinian forest. Apparently there's only like 5% of them left in Canada, or maybe in the whole US and Canada. Most of them have been cut down. Okay, well, we can go that way or that way. I don't know if it loops around. Huh. Which way to go here? Well, let's go left. Man, I should wear my gloves. Fingers are even cold. I'm glad I found a new spot I can bring my dog at least. It's fairly close to my house. Yeah, this could be a good spot to come back at night. Apparently there's 2 waterfalls here. Not sure how much they're flowing in this time of the year in December. We're on top of the escarpment here, very close to the edge. In fact, I think this goes down the edge of the escarpment from what I saw on YouTube. Side trail. First time here today, I'm just going to stick to the main trails. I don't really have a lot of time right now, maybe an hour or two, so. Oh, there's a tree break. About 10 feet in the air. Did have some snowfall, so it's a good time to look for tracks. It's always fun exploring new places for the first time, especially if you find something. The neat thing about the Bruce Trail is there's always sightings, Bigfoot sightings along the Bruce Trail. So if they're in one spot on the Bruce Trail, they're clearly using it as a travel corridor, so they could be anywhere at any time of the year. Like I said, this goes 900 and something kilometers. And there is water here, so that's a bonus. higher potential of them being here. So side trail there. It almost looks like a tree structure in there. Let's go check it out. It's hard to tell from here. It could be just uprooted tree with a root ball, but it kind of looks like a structure. In fact, I think it is. Interesting. Like I said, the structures aren't definitive proof of anything. Could easily be man-made, but places I found, yeah, it's definitely it's a down tree turned into a structure. The places where I found these tree structures, I've had several encounters with Sasquatch as well, so I think there's definitely a correlation. Yeah, it's hard to tell if there's snow on it, but these are all a bunch of branches and sticks placed on this fallen tree over here. Just a little tiny shelter, enough to lie in. It is about 8 to 10 feet long inside, so it could stay dry in there. Yeah, I've noticed I'm not seeing signs of humans, but no garbage or debris. Is there any more? Here's the back side of it. Definitely didn't all fall in the end like that. All right, I think this little side trail ends here, or does it? Oh no, it keeps going. There's rock in here. Yeah, this is a bit of a game trail here. Yeah, I think, yeah, we're right at the edges of the escarpment here. We'll get a good view up here, looking down. Rocks here on the ground. Oh yeah, look at this view. Probably some crevices and caves along the escarpment here. Oh, it's snowing good now. Just gotta be careful on the edge, it's pretty slippery. Oh yeah, it's a long ways down. At least 200 feet down. See it along the other side of the escarpment there. Over there is Lake Ontario. It's above the horizon there. And then down there is a huge valley about 200 feet down where the creek is. Yeah, it's going to be really hard to get down to. This is definitely a cool place here. So the escarpment is like a 200 to 300 foot cliff wall with caves and forests on the bottom and the top of the escarpment. And like I said before, it goes about 900 kilometers through Ontario, through cities, through conservation areas, through provincial parks, along the Bruce Trail that goes through the on top of the escarpment. It's a giant trail. And if you were to hike it every day without stopping, well, stopping to sleep, but that's it, it would take you about 30 to 35 days, which I do want to do one summer, either by myself or with my son, and document the whole journey and look for Sasquatch evidence along the way. Document where there's tree structures, and yeah, this is scary. Ooh. Yeah, it's a long way down. Phone better not fall off. I'm not getting it back. Huh. Yeah, look at this. This is so cool. See down there. Oh yeah, I could see them being down there for sure. Down by the creek. Hiking in through here. You can get to Niagara Falls from here. So we're walking along the escarpment right now. My guess is this is just a loop trail back to the parking lot probably. But I feel like I saw a set of stairs going down on YouTube. So we'll see. Oh, it's this lady. Oh, that's okay. You don't have to bother. I'm okay. I have a dog.
Okay. I just know not everyone likes to be approached.
Yeah, no, I know. I understand. Do you know if there's like stairs going down to the
There
creek?
is. It's
There is,
just
eh?
up there.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Thanks.
be careful
Hey,
going
buddy.
down.
Hello. Hi, little guy. Hey, you're so friendly. He's a good boy.
Have a good day. Let's check this out. See the creek down there now? Well, probably not. Because I can't really zoom in on my camera when it's in dual camera mode. Won't let me zoom. But yeah, maybe you can hear the creek. She said there are stairs up ahead, so that's good. I just got to see how steep they are to see if I want to go down today. Because it could be very slippery with all the snow. I don't know if they're metal stairs or wood stairs. Oh yeah, this is cool. This reminds me of Briding Creek Provincial Park in Oakville, which is another half an hour from my house the opposite way. But same thing, you got like a huge valley down below with a huge creek. But this one's a little more private for the Sasquatch. Not as many people down this way. There's a tree right there. Mansions on the other side of the valley, on top of the ridge. Tennis courts. All right, I'm not going too close to that edge there. It's all muddy, and it's a 200-foot drop down. Okay. So, doing a lot of research lately on the Bible. This, regarding the Nephilim and the fallen angels and the giants, which are all the same thing. And I'm really starting to believe that that could be a serious contender for as far as theories go. Because what I've experienced with the Sasquatch is a whole lot of supernatural cloaking type stuff. on like 4 different occasions now in different locations. And 100% they should have been there. I know it was them. I won't go into it all right now. I've talked about it in past videos, but I'm 100% convinced they can cloak. I don't know how. There's a few theories I've looked into, but however they do it, they can do it. Whether it's as simple as our bending light, because our eyes can only see in certain light frequencies, or if it's more so they can go through portals, or just somehow cloak. But I don't care what anyone else says. I know what I've experienced, and I know they can do it. I know they speak a language, because they said one word to me right before they whooped 50 times behind our tent. And the word was 4 syllables, and it was like a definite language. It wasn't like animal grunting, or it was like, sounded really very Native American. Like, it's not exactly what they said, but from what I remember, it was similar to this. Something like Neyagawa, like 4 syllables like that, but very deep, the deepest, bassiest male voice you've ever heard. It vibrated my chest. My whole family witnessed it, sitting by the campfire. And it's funny because I said at that point, I said, what would be scarier, to see a bear or a Sasquatch? And we all kind of laughed. Oh, here's the stairs. They're all wood. And I don't know why I said that, because at that point, I didn't have my channel. I had no experiences with Bigfoot at the time. And I just knew. It was in my gut. I knew no human talked like that or sounded like that. I kind of just brushed it off to like a drunk camper beside us in the woods taking a leak or something, because it came from in the woods behind our site. This is about 8:30 p.m. at night. It was dark, and we had the campfire going. Probably about 50 feet away from us, 50 to 100 feet, I heard the voice. And we all kind of laughed and brushed it off. And like, I believed in the possibility of Sasquatch at the time. I've seen videos, obviously, over the years. But like I've said before, if they were real, I thought maybe the Pacific Northwest, not here. How far down is it? Sorry, bud. How far down of a hike is it? On the stairs?
Like down to the street?
Yeah. No, down to the creek there.
Oh.
Like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Stairs aren't that slippery?
No.
Okay. Perfect. Thanks,
yeah,
man.
It's not bad.
Thanks. Okay, take care. Yeah. Sorry guys, just taking baby steps down these stairs. It's pretty muddy and wet. Probably easier going up. So yeah, there's the creek down below. So to finish my story, or encounter, so after he said that one word, and I just instinctively knew that that's not human. Or it's part human, I suppose, if you believe the DNA study, which I do, with Melba Ketchum and David Paulides. But yeah, I think they're half human. I think they are the fallen angels because they're half human. And the DNA study showed that the mother side, the mitochondrial DNA, was human. And all the 114 samples or whatever they tested. And the other half, the male, the nuclear DNA, came back as non-human and not known as any animal on this earth. And we have every animal documented in the databanks. So if it's not any DNA that's on Earth, the father side, then that tells me it could very possibly be the Nephilim, the fallen angels mating, because in the Bible, in Genesis 4, I believe. It says that the fallen angels came down to earth, found the human woman attractive, and mated with them, and had babies, which are the Nephilim, the offspring of the fallen angels, which I believe could be the Sasquatch. And I believe that's how they would have their ability to cloak, their supernatural abilities, if they're descendants of fallen angels. Whoa. Okay, this is really slippery here. Can't believe I'm doing this right now with these stairs soaking wet and muddy and snowy. It's not a smart idea. Whoa. Shit. Almost there. So here, yeah, here's the edge of the escarpment. What it looks like from down below. In some areas, like I was saying, you got like cliff rock walls and caves in some spots, caverns. Sorry guys, I gotta look down and focus at my feet right now so I don't slip and kill myself. This is where I just came down, all those steps. Okay. Yeah, see these white trail markers are that's the Bruce Trail. Right, I gotta put my phone down and tie my shoes here. Okay. Another thing I've noticed is every time I have a cloaking experience, I have no camera. Which tells me they can clearly detect a camera and maybe electronics in general. Although they don't seem to mind the audio recorders, because I have caught them on audio. But yeah, this is where, yeah, that's about 200 feet high, I'd say. Let's go this way. Yeah, every time I've had an encounter with them, no cameras. This looks like it's going down to the creek. This is all very rocky here. It's going to be hard to get any tracks if there are any. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful day for the second day of December. Like I said, it's 0, but there's no wind, so it's not that cold once you get moving. Oh well. Very slippery here. Rocks and muddy leaves. Nothing to grab. Yeah, the camera's deceiving, but that's easily 200 feet back to the top on both sides of the valley here. Yeah, let's see if we can get to the water without killing ourselves. I did wear my winter hiking boots today, guys, instead of flip-flops, so some of you will be happy about that. Shit, this is gonna be a tricky one. My landing here, it's huge wet leaves on a big slope. Oh shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Things I do for Bigfoot. I need to get out more this summer. Just didn't have a lot of time this year with work and everything. Yeah, so I firmly believe you're not going to see them unless they want you to see them. How are some people getting sightings? If they can cloak, I honestly don't know. My best guess would be they only cloak as a defense mechanism. If they see a person around or something, then they can go invisible, but they can only do it for a short period of time because it probably takes a lot of energy out of them and drains them. So that's how they're caught sometimes. Maybe they don't hear the people. You hear of a lot of sightings down by rivers that are flowing because the Sasquatch are fishing or getting a drink, and the sound of the water drowns out the human. So they get caught sometimes by water. Let's go a little closer. Oh shit. Oh, it stopped snowing, so that's good. Phone's not gonna get soaked. Yeah, this is a beautiful spot. This creek dumps out into Lake Ontario eventually. Yeah, it's very, very hard to move in here with how slippery it is. So it's probably not wise to come here at night when your vision is impaired with the darkness, with just how slippery it is. And rocks everywhere. So I'll probably have to save this spot for a night investigation in the springtime or summer. Which kind of sucks. I'd love to check out this whole place, but like I said, just way too slippery. Hopefully going up will be a little easier. Ooh. Yeah, definitely easier going up. Oh shit. Still not perfect though. These leaves are wet and muddy. I often wonder if they're here full time. Not here in this specific location, but here on Earth or in this dimension. full time. Like if they go anywhere during the winter. Whew. Yeah, I'm out of shape still. I'm not sure if they migrate or perhaps can go through a portal somewhere else. Or actually in the provincial park where I have all my encounters with my son every year, where we camp, where we were whooped at 50 times. I believe in 2021 or 22. I'm pretty sure they live there full time even in the winter, because I went there for a hike in December 2 years ago, and we had them doing the barred owl in broad daylight, super loud by the lake where I know they live. So I don't know, some people think they're not here full time, they migrate, or they, I guess I can go through portals or different dimensions, but from my experience, at least in that one location, I believe they are there full time, even throughout the winter. Yeah, this could go on for a while. I'm gonna turn around and go back the way I came. Today was just a short little hike. I just wanted to check this place out because it was so close to my house. I'm surprised I never heard of it before. Yeah, I apologize, guys, for not looking at the camera. Like I said, I'm trying to not trip and fall here, watching my step. There's somewhat of an arch there, right there, right into a tree break. It's weird because none of the other trees have arches, so why is that the only one bent like that? All right, back up the stairs. What kind of dog is he?
He's a black-mouthed cur,
Oh yeah?
which is
He looks very similar to my dog.
old yeller with a black-mouthed cur.
Yeah, yeah.
Take pictures of that. They look like labs with different coat colors.
Yeah, no, mine's the same size, same colors, same floppy
Hey, buddy.
ears, same tail. Well, mine's like a German Shepherd, Belgian Malinois, and a massive mix.
Yeah.
But for some reason, he looks just like him.
Yeah. Buddy, let's go. Come on, let's wait. Come on. Come on. Here. Let's say hello.
Hey, bud. Hey, hello. What's his name?
Buddy.
Hey,
actually.
buddy. Oh, hey, buddy. That's easy. Hey, buddy. Oh, buddy. Good boy.
Here, come here. This way, buddy.
Never been here before. It's nice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm in Stony Creek.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
So, it's So the Bruce Trail, like the White Trail,
Yeah,
runs
yeah.
right along the ridge. But
Yeah.
I don't know which way you went, but
I went down actually to the creek.
Yeah, I usually enter here.
Oh, really?
So you'll see a blue blaze on
Yeah.
the tree there.
Just loops around back to
That takes
here.
you out to the waterfall,
Oh, okay.
and then you can turn left and follow the ridge.
Yeah. How far is the waterfall from here? Walking.
So you
10 minutes?
Oh yeah, you just follow this blue blaze, and
Yeah.
then you're going to hit a T,
Yeah.
and at the T you turn right for the falls,
Okay.
and left to do the circle. So we do that. It's a phone, right?
What's the name of the falls there? Do you know? This isn't close to
Probably
Balls Falls, is it?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. That's Vineland.
Yeah, okay.
Or, I think it's Moore's Falls.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think there's a sign out when you came in.
Sign there. Yeah, it just says. Yeah, nothing.
Oh, they got
There
a
used to be Point Side Trail.
game trail there, right? Must be the
because
city's.
of that vandalism on the Washrooms Road,
Oh, really?
unfortunately.
Oh. They keep those open all night?
Yeah.
Thinking some homeless
There's
people
one-
might come and sleep in there.
Well, who knows? There's one on the other side that's still open,
Yeah.
and they're just composting toilets. And,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, have a good one, man.
All right, enjoy.
Thanks.
Buddy, you got any water now? Okay, bud. Buddy, this way.
See you, buddy. All right, we're gonna check out the falls first before we go. He said it's like 10 minutes or less. That's good to know. Maybe we'll find another tree structure in here too. And I love dogs. If I could, I'd have a farm with 100 dogs, all rescues. Well, it's starting to get a little windy. Yeah, this is cool. I think I'll bring my dog here and let him off the leash. Everybody here seems to have their dog off the leash, so nobody seems to mind. There's a tree break. Another tree break. Could be from that deadfall though, that possibly hit it when it fell. Not everything is Sasquatch. But yeah, they have everything they need to travel 900 kilometers along the escarpment to all these conservation areas. You got water, you got cover, you got food, fish in the creeks, deer, squirrels, raccoons, berries, nuts, mushrooms. Sometimes I wish I could live the way they live. That's why I think we're the aliens to this planet. I think we were genetically modified, potentially, if we weren't made by God, because that's what the fallen angels did, and that's why they say God did the flood to get rid of the fallen angels, because they hated humans, and they were doing DNA manipulation on humans. According to the Dead Sea Scrolls and the Book of Enoch, they were playing God and manipulating DNA with animals and humans, and that's why God did the flood, to cast out the fallen angels. Although it does say in the Book of Enoch, or sorry, in Genesis 6:4, that there were giants in those days and afterwards, after the flood. So I'm thinking the flood didn't get rid of them all. And yeah, so they're playing God because they hate humans, because we're in the image of God, if you believe in the Bible. Which I always thought it was a bit of a farce and control by religion, but the more I learn, the more I'm really starting to think the Bible is the true history book. And it's funny because the powers that be over the years, the churches and the elite, have left 22 books out of the Bible, including the Book of Enoch that talks about all this. There's like, I think 50 to 60 books in the Bible that are canon, supposed to be the Word of God, and they left the other ones out. Their excuse was, oh, it wasn't canon. But there's at least 20 some odd books that they left out, which explains probably our true history and all this stuff. So the more I research, the more I'm believing in the Bible and Jesus. Not 100% on anything. It's not because I'm sitting on the fence, because I'm afraid to form an opinion. I have many opinions. I just, when it comes to the big facts of the universe and what we are and why we're here and how we got here, I can't just believe a book or believe theories. I need to investigate it myself, which is, oh, sorry, it scared me. How far are the falls from here?
Oh, jeez. I've never been down there, but it's probably down below.
Oh, really?
You have to go down there.
Oh, do you? Oh, crap.
They're a little messy down
I
there.
was just down there, but over there. And the guy told me the falls were like 10 minutes this way.
Well,
I thought maybe there'd be a lookout or something.
it's down below.
You can't see it from up here?
I don't think so. I've never been able to.
Oh, okay.
I know they're down there somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I can hear him. Can hear him.
Might be up in that gully up in there. Up that way, maybe. You could try and see.
Yeah. What's the sign say?
Water's finally running. Usually it's pretty quiet.
Huh. All right, have a good one. Must be up there. I can hear the water. Sounds like the falls. Oh yeah, I think I see them. Oh yeah, I can see it. Oh, he said he's never seen it before, but that's probably because he's looking in the summer with all the leaves on the trees. You probably can't see unless I zoomed in, but I can see it. About, I don't know, 100 meters away. Didn't even see that guy coming up behind me or hear him. So busy talking. But yeah, I'm starting to think the Bible might be true. Maybe not everything, but a lot of things in there. I'm sure some things have been manipulated, like the King James Version, which King James was a Freemason. So I'm sure they changed a lot. And like I said, left out a lot of the books of the Bible. So, but like I said, that doesn't mean the majority of it isn't true. Like, why would they want to leave out the Book of Enoch and giants and DNA manipulation? Because they don't want us knowing the truth. The elites of this world, we're in a spiritual battle, I believe, between good and evil. I really believe that. The more research I do. And I think the elites try and hide God however they can. Our whole history has been rewritten and destroyed. Like built old Tartarian buildings and stuff of the old world have been destroyed, so we don't know our true history. Don't question anything. Oh, is that a lookout over there, maybe? There's something in there. Is that like a public pool? Yeah, there's a big water slide. Or is that somebody's house? Oh, it might be somebody. Yeah, it's somebody's house. Yeah, it'd be cool to have a house backing onto a forest like this. Oh, let's go this way. It's an old barn. Yeah, guys, 99% of investigating and researching, you're not going to find much, but I watch pretty much every Sasquatch channel on YouTube just to listen to witness testimony and see how other people's experiences, if they connect with mine, just to connect some dots. And all right, yeah, we're approaching houses, so I'm going to turn back. Because you never know. Most of the stories or encounters are the same from witnesses, but every once in a while you hear one that connects a dot. And yeah, I'm going to be putting out a video soon called Supernatural Sasquatch. And I'm going to include a lot of the Bible and the giant skeletons they found all over the world, and especially in North America. Finding like skeletons 8 to 36 feet tall. Apparently a lot of them were taken by the Smithsonian, which is a government institution, and apparently destroyed or hidden in the basement somewhere, never to be seen again. But there's tons of newspaper articles. I think they unearthed over like 1,000 giant skeletons in North America from the early 1800s to early 1900s, I believe. So again, there's a perfect example of hiding history again. Why do they want to keep that from us? Because, and those stories in the Bible that they don't include in the Bible, it's obviously because they don't want us knowing God is real. Whatever God is. I don't, even if he was real, I don't even know what the heck it is, right? What he or she or an energy form or what that even means. Or Jesus or... I mean, basically it's blind faith, right? You read a book and you gotta have blind faith. You either believe or you don't. I don't like believing things just based on fear that I'll go to hell if I don't believe in something, right? But it also could be true and I may go to hell. Try and be a good person and treat others the way I'd want to be treated, but they say if you're like lukewarm on Jesus, you're not going to heaven. So, but I need to do more research before I come to any conclusion, and hopefully I don't die before that. Just in case it is true that you go to hell. I always thought that was a fear tactic, heaven and hell, from the elite, just to keep people in line and control people from from killing the elites so they can maintain their power. Yeah, it's this way. So yeah, fortunately, when you don't find a lot of stuff on the trails, hiking, you got to, or you don't have to, but I like to just talk about theories, and just so the video's not as boring. It's the people, the YouTubers that find something almost every video that are hoaxing. I can guarantee it. because I know where the Sasquatch live. I know 2 locations they live, and we don't get experiences every single time. Well, I do in the one. I do where we camp every single night, and I caught their audio on video. It's crazy. I got some of the best audio, I believe, on YouTube, and it's got like maybe 100 views. I honestly feel like I'm being shadow banned by YouTube just because of some of the other stuff I search on YouTube. You know, that's a little bit conspiratorial and stuff like that. So I feel like they're not pushing my videos out. Not that my videos are great or anything, but, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not in it for clicks or views or likes or money. I mean, it's a bonus. If it happens, great, but I'm not, that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this solely to find the truth, which I'll probably never find, or maybe I've already found it, who knows. I know they exist, I just want to know what the hell they are. And so far, through all my encounters and research, I'm leaning towards Nephilim. But it's not a hill I'm willing to die on just yet, until I do a little more research, or a lot more research actually. But yeah, if you want to check out that video, it's a 3-hour video, but I condensed it to a 14-minute video with just the audio. I left the audio recorder by the lakes where they're going every night, where we camp. This year in August, my son and I went, and I left the audio recorder down by the lake, and we caught some really good audio of them. I'm 99.9% sure it's them, because I researched every animal in Ontario, all their distress calls, all their normal calls, and nothing matches up. And it sounds like them. Although they did calls that I've never heard before this year. If I got those whoops one year on audio, that would have been better than the Sierra sounds. Like, it was unbelievable. So loud and clear, and over 50 times in a row. Like, they would go in increments of 5. Pause for 30 seconds, and another one would answer in increments of 5 back, about 30 feet away, and then another one would answer. It was pretty cool. And my wife, my son, and his fiance all witnessed it at about 3 a.m. lying in our tents. But where's my point? I'm going the right way here. Oh yeah, so the audio I caught this year was not whoops. It was, I can't even explain it. You have to listen to it. But it was definitely like multiple Sasquatches. Some would have different tones talking over each other. Not talking, it was more like, I can't even describe it. It's like almost like a moose call or something, but not even. Like, definitely not a moose, but just like a, like maybe a scream or a roar. But you have to, you can hear it without the headphones, but it's very faint. But with the headphones in, it's super clear. So yeah, if you want to check that out, I can't remember the title, but it's on my YouTube channel. Something like Bigfoot vocals or something like that. And it's about 14 minutes if you're searching for it. But definitely wear headphones. I would love to have Thinker Thunker try and debunk it. Because like I said, I'm 99.9% sure it's them. There's no other animal that's in Ontario. And I would do it myself on, what's that editing software? Audacity. I would do it myself, but I don't have any Sasquatch audio to compare it to side by side, whereas Thinker does. So he could tell if it was like a human audio or a animal just by the sound waves patterns, if they matched up or not. So I tried to message him, but I don't know, he says to go to his Facebook channel or something, and you got to go through them. And I haven't heard back, so But yeah, I would love to see if it could be debunked or not, because like I said, I'm very positive it was them. Plus, I know it's them. I know they're going there every night to these two lakes and behind our campsite, and they go through our campsite to get to these two lakes. Every single night we camp there, they're doing the barred owl, whooping, or friggin' just snapping sticks and being really loud, and they go behind our site about 100 feet as soon as it gets dark, and then they come back. Actually, last year we saw orbs in the forest along the ground, my son and I, and I saw like two red glowing eyes really far apart, and there was no light. I had the flashlight off. It was pitch black. There was no campfire, so they were self-illuminating red eyes. So yeah, I've had a lot of weird experiences. Oh, we were whooped at once during the day at 2 p.m. walking around the lake this year. In the same location we caught the audio. Huh. This is a pretty cool place. No real signs of anything here, other than that one tree structure, but that could also have been man-made, so hard to say. Oh, there's a tree break right there. I don't know if that's the same one I caught on the way in. It's about 10 feet tall. Close to the parking lot now. Yeah, it's frustrating watching some of these YouTubers knowing, talking about, oh, thanks for all the likes and all the views and blah blah blah. Like, why are you keeping track of that? Are you in this for views and likes, or are you in this for the truth? See, I don't trust people like that. A lot of these YouTubers are in this for the wrong reason, in my opinion. I never once said like or subscribe my video. People like it, they'll either do it or they won't. Yeah, it helps out the algorithm and allows more people to see my videos, but like I said, that's not why I do this. In my 4 to 5 years of YouTube, I've made a total of $569, which I haven't even been able to access yet, because you got to make $100 minimum in 1 month in order for the YouTube to send you a check or whatever, or I don't know how they do it, direct deposit or check. But I've never even made $100 in 1 month. So when people say I'm in this for the money or blah blah blah, or I'm faking shit, really, I'm wasting all my time and energy over 5 years to make zero money. In fact, lose money, all my gas and money and equipment and energy. I don't think so. Anyways, hate to be negative or worry about other people, but just ranting. Anyways, thanks for watching.